Bro, I have said before that Diddy was, I think, getting released in like May, but I think they upped it to April. So, bro, Diddy is about to get released out of prison very soon. And a lot of these celebrities are soft launching them. Let's watch this video by Fuck DH and see what the freak is happening.
I just seen a bunch of celebrities supporting Diddy in a short period of time. It sounds like they're trying to soft launch.
Why the F did 3 artists randomly praise Diddy in the same day? Bro, I saw The Game said something about Diddy, and I don't know who else, but I saw The Game said something about Diddy in a club or something.
Rehabilitating Diddy or just Diddy coming back?
The industry going to welcome Diddy back with open arms. You can see the play. Bro, yes, bro. The industry already knows who the freak their puppets are. Maybe Diddy thought he had more power than what he really had, and they just threw him in prison just to teach him a lesson, or they pushed him just to teach him a lesson.
Full swing. And it's starting to feel weird. There's a reason why the industry is so dark, and it isn't just because of monsters like him. It's because they have enablers and people who help maintain that
J. Cole,
power.
what the freak
Think
J. Cole
of them
been
like
doing?
the royal guard from Hunter x Hunter. You have the king, and then you have his
I never seen Hunter x Hunter.
servants. These celebrities are like a bunch of
I know I'm
servants.
trash.
Comment for the algorithm. Okay, so I have a list of celebrities who were overly on the Diddy dick eating train, and I think the first person I want to talk about is Jermaine Cole. And I think this one is pretty funny because J. Cole embodies that light skin performativeness, and he does it so much I think his name is interchangeable with performance. And I know it seems really off topic, but I have to say it. You're gonna watch a clip of Cole trying to rationalize not putting a part of his real story out because this would somehow be kicking a man while he's down.
So, yeah, explain that.
Nah, you know what? I damn near wish I could because it's such an ill story.
Right.
You know what I mean? But matter of fact, we did a podcast.
I understand when they talk about some not to kick a horse while it's down because Diddy was in prison. Everybody was saying all this stuff about him. But at the end of the day, everybody was telling their truth. And why not tell your truth right now? But I don't freaking know.
Me and Eve.
Okay.
Like a year and a half ago, where we kind of ran through like the first part of my career up until Forest Hills Drive.
Right.
And we had a bonus episode that was the whole episode was just about that night.
Okay.
And that altercation, right?
Right.
And we was gonna put it out because at that time, you know what I mean? Like
Right.
me and Puff, like we hadn't had no problem for years. Even after that, like
Right.
it was cleaned up quick and we was in a good spot. And then all the shit happened with him.
Right.
And I was just like, nah, it felt like damn near like kicking a man when he's down.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? It was
Right.
like it would have gave the news and the world more ammo.
I got what you're saying.
Just destroy this
Right.
this dude.
Yeah, it
and it's
wasn't a
like,
good time to put it out.
wasn't a good time. So
And here's the thing, I got that insider tea. Y'all know I be doing my underground research. Diddy is not a good man, and I know this for a fact. And I feel like everyone should know this for a fact. So I don't
Didn't he traffic kids
understand why J. Cole is hanging from his nut.
with the underground tunnels or whatever they were saying about?
Keep in mind, there's a minimization campaign going on where people try to minimize Diddy's actions
How can you minimize trafficking?
and crimes as just being
But that's the main crime the 1% do.
freaky. He wasn't just being
They love the kids.
freaky, and they're trying to erase that. They want to
That's
shield
scary.
that by saying he's just a freaky guy. The Game was just saying free
Yes,
Diddy,
that's what I was talking
free R.
about.
Kelly, and free all the freaky homies in the club. These weirdo reptilian niggas are trying to water down a man.
It's one thing to be freaky, but it's another thing to be elite freaky when you have to do stuff with, you know, I don't want you two to take this down, but you know what I'm talking about with the younger people. Yeah, so why their childhood was so crazy to the point where they love kids? I don't understand.
It was a decade-long spree of violence.
Like, this has been going on in the industry, the 1%, for a long time, and I don't know.
And crime under
Maybe it's who they worship. That's the main thing that they like.
his belt. And Diddy was leveraging all that violence to get what he wanted. And niggas want to act like it's just a man getting mistreated by the media.
And he do be violent to black women.
Cole is such a bird.
A lot of people do not respect women in the industry.
And low-key, I am going kind of hard on Cole. But the nigga interviewing him wasn't even pushing back. I'm just trying to figure out, did everyone forget that Diddy abused Cassie? And I get that people like to say Cassie knew and Cassie participated, yada yada. But there's clearly abuse going on, bruh. And trying to deny that is pretty stupid. I'm done talking about J. Cole. Carisha or Young Miami?
Bro, won't she? Didn't Drewski bring her in the episode Could Have Been Love? I've been watching Could Have Been Love. Like, I haven't react to it because I don't know if I wanted to. But I watched the episode when she had her up there,
Pains me to say it because she is a gorgeous black woman,
and she was with Diddy a lot.
but this hoe is evil. I'm not gonna say too many words. I'm just gonna let you look at what she has to say, and you're gonna understand why I think this hoe is evil.
How do you reconcile supporting someone publicly when the court of public opinion is saying something completely different?
Because if I meet you today, or if my time that I experience with you is one way, I can only judge that person that way. So it's just like, I can't speak to nothing that I don't know of. I can only speak to the person that I met. And if I met this person that changed my life, that helped me grow, that treated me like a queen, that made me believe in myself, it's like,
She just wanted for the money, bro. She don't care. This nigga brought her some money. She gonna keep doing whatever the freak, because at the end of the day, she got paid for it. That's basically what I'm getting.
what I know. And I feel like people can have opinions, but I can only judge a person off of what I know.
Okay, so she has two reasonings. One being how it benefits her, and the other being how she can't judge someone based on others' experiences with them. So for starters, you can definitely judge people based on their experience with others.
You definitely can.
Especially when the person in particular is abusing people. It's not like Diddy had a couple bad interactions with people. It's not
He had multiple legal stuff that happened and just got erased.
like it was just personal beef, or this was someone else's opinion on him. These are victims of a system of abuse that various people have enabled. I can't fathom how anyone would rationalize it. The whole reason she keeps talking about how Diddy bossed her up is because that's her way of rationalizing all of the horrific crimes she learned Diddy was committing.
So if he got $1 million, she don't care what he do, long as she get paid that $1 million.
Being tied to the Diddy situation impact your brand in any way?
It did.
Really?
It did. Bad.
Like, I'm
Yes,
not talking
it
about
was.
the social media shit. I'm
No.
talking about in
Of course, it was gonna impact her brand.
real life.
It did.
Like what?
It was a lot. Like, I lost deals, I lost money, I lost relationships, I lost a lot. And, you know, here I am.
Wow.
And I just want to make it be known, I'm really happy to hear that this hoe lost out on shit because
The money, it comes with a cost.
she wanted to endorse Diddy and stand by him. Why would anyone cape for a man who has video evidence of him chasing a woman through a hotel to use violence against her? And yes, that's Cassie, the same woman that people claim is just this partner instead of also being a victim. Keep in mind, Carisha also decided to write a letter to the judge in defense of Diddy, a 2-page letter at that. I was in a public relationship with Sean, and during that time, I witnessed and came to know a different person than the one often portrayed. She said that, but in 2022, here's her threatening to essay someone with
If I wanted you to eat my, Diddy would have had you on your knees, ho. You a eater.
Diddy. So frankly, I don't trust this woman. She's clearly weird and she has bad energy. How can you claim you don't know anything about this? How can you claim Diddy treated you differently? And how can you claim that you witnessed a different person than the one portrayed when your own tweet seems consistent with everything we've learned about this?
She just want the money and the fame from him. She's a 304.
Monster. Like I said, that hoe is evil, bruh. The next person I want to talk about is Usher. And the thing with Usher
Usher and Diddy were very close. Usher, Diddy, R. Kelly, I feel like we're very close.
is that this one caught me off guard, and I'll explain why. Let me actually show you guys the clip.
I think certain people are prosecuted, and maybe not.
Didn't he give Justin Bieber to Diddy? Like, he the one who brought Justin Bieber up and like got him famous, and then he was just here, Diddy, take care of Justin. When Justin was clearly in the hands of Usher, I think he was safer with Usher than he was with Diddy. But then once he gave him to Diddy, that's when everything turned loose and Justin turned black, and he had him all them tattoos, and his hair won't the same flip Justin Bieber hair because he ditched it.
Recognized for the greatness, that they offer. I don't have anything negative to say about Sean Combs because my experience was not what the world has seen and how he's been, misrepresented. I'm not saying that every man is perfect. I'm not saying that all of us don't have flaws, but I can't, with any sense of humanity, not recognize the valuable contributions that this man made for us as Black entrepreneurs, for us as businessmen, for us as people who transition, culture and ideas into something that's tangible and becomes business. So many people benefited from what he created, and I acknowledge that. And that's why I see him his legacy.
I want to ask an open question here. Can anyone tell me what contributions Puff had to the culture that wasn't violence and pushing people down to go up? Were the Bad Boy record contracts not notoriously predatory? Were they not based on...
Bro, and you, like, the people on Bad Boys, you never heard of none of them for real. You just know the songs. You never really like, oh yeah, I know them. When you see their face, no, you just know the song and you associate it with Diddy because he signed those people and he put it in his, I think his mom name. So those people never got like a cent from that.
The 90s method of putting people in these harmful deals and profiting off of them. What is this reverence for an evil man? I just don't get it. It's just unnecessary.
That's why he had it off Biggie and Tupac, because it was getting too crazy. He was like, no, I want to take over the world, not these. I got to get these niggas out of here. And that's exactly what he did. R.I.P. Biggie, R.I.P. Tupac.
Dick eating. And niggas won't call it out. I'm tired of this old head dick eat, these evil niggas. We grew up in a different time. This guy Diddy is really hurting people. And Usher is sitting up here just revering him on some shit. It's weird.
I put respect on his name because I realized that, you know, what I learned as a businessman before I even understood what business was.
Basically, for this business stuff, all you need is power and like status over the other men. So that's why Diddy be doing these weird, crazy parties so he could get blackmail over these other celebrities. And once he got all the information that he need for the blackmail, aka the videos and stuff, he can form moves and stuff and do certain things, because if they don't agree, he can just leak the video anytime he pleases. So it's all about power over the other person.
Came as a result of seeing the incredible things that he was able to do and the way that he positioned himself as a businessman. There are trials and
that made him positioned in a very high status, which he really thought he had more power than what he thought. But these people was like, you still a black man. We are going to punish you how we punished them. And then he got punished and was in prison.
tribulations that come with the pressures of success and power.
And honestly, this just sounds like the capitalist cope. Evil businessmen help niggas make money, so now niggas have to revere him. That's lame as fuck. But it's not even just the capitalist cope.
But it's the game.
That would be disingenuous of me to say, because at the age of 14, Usher was living with Diddy. And allegedly, he may have been exposed to mature things due to this odd relationship.
Did you not hear the first few albums that Usher popped out? They were so really sexualized, and this nigga was 14 producing this type of music. Like, what the freak, you're 14.
He had with him. Not to mention, this clip says a lot about the relationship.
Usher off the garden stage. That's my brother right here from day one. We used to wake up and, pause, but like that's how. Back in the days when he was like 10 and I was a little bit older, his older brother, we used to fight over the Frosted Flakes. You know what I'm saying? Before pause was invented. You know what I'm saying? But it's my brother for real. We used to actually wrestle.
Like how they be making the girls wrestle in oil, like, you know, the thing on the L word when it was like the Turkish oil lesbian wrestle thing. They used to wrestle. They get sexual, people.
Off of the Frosted Flakes, because
they get sexual when they wrestle. If you don't understand what is happening.
He used to always get up early. Now he's one of the richest stars in the world. And
what the fuck did Puff just say?
And Kevin Hart knows exactly what the freak he said. That's why he said that.
Nobody's going to acknowledge this but me. Puff just said we used to wrestle over the Frosted Flakes. And we're streaming live. That was stupid. Listen, that was fucking stupid. Listen.
Having a good time, yo. Usher made it in the... Hey, yo.
Puff is 9 years Usher's senior. So at 14, Diddy was 23, which means this is just a weird story to be telling, especially when he said Usher was 10 and he was a little older. I personally think Usher was groomed, so that would explain this like Diddy reverence and this loyalty to him, I guess. He grew up enveloped in all that.
Bro, I blame the parents, bro. I blame the parents.
What if your journey to becoming a doctor begins with a non-science background?
That's crazy.
Hello, my name is Risha.
Because when I was a kid, I was like, oh my gosh, mom, I want to do this, be in movies and stuff, do all this. And she was like, I'm not about to do that. You're not about to go through all that. And I didn't understand at the time what the freak she was talking about. And she was talking about perhaps getting in contact with people like Diddy. Even though my mom used to love Puff Daddy, that's what's her man. She used to call Puff Daddy her husband. But I guess It's because, he's a black man doing his thing with the music, but you never know what happens behind the scenes. And now everything is coming to light.
Industry energy, and I guess it's not hard to rationalize all of this. Okay, now for the honorable mentions.
What you say, free Diddy? Yeah, free Diddy.
Ray J saying this on the Shay stream?
4 years. 4 years, man.
But it's Ray J. He dropped a tape with Kim Kardashian. Like, they both consented to dropping that. Even though she say she was forced, they both consented to drop that. He was at multiple parties. This is Ray J. He also grew up in the industry. Who the freak else would you expect?
That wasn't enough. That's not okay.
And now they got people in here saying free Diddy.
That's not cool. That's not cool. Diddy is my friend. Really? Oh, I didn't know that. If you could choose how much time you get, how would you say? I would tell him he should be time served. No time? He already did time. He been in that. Nigga been in there.
How long was Diddy in there? Has he been in prison since like 2020, 2021 or something?
Doing time for goddamn
2022?
a year since September, bro. That ain't it. Like,
oh shit. Free the OG Diddy, man. Free the OG.
For real?
Young Thug saying this.
OG nigga.
Wait, really?
Overly with him.
Alright, free Diddy. If he said it, I'm freeing Diddy too. Wait, doesn't his shit come out in like 2 days? He might get out in 2 days. Yeah. The trial. Yeah.
Praying for him to get out.
Damn, bro, damn, you got aura through the screen, bro.
Listen, you ready to be honest? You go to Diddy party before?
What? How I went to the Diddy party? I'm the new Diddy.
What?
Yo,
I'm the motherfucking new Diddy, nigga.
Let me know.
Hell yeah, I'm the new Diddy with all the...
Oh, no.
Bro, now I'm not talking about it like that. I swear to God.
Ow.
Free Puffy, nigga. Shout out to Kyle.
And honestly, I don't even know what more I could say about this for real. Apparently, a decade-long spree of violence, crime, and abuse doesn't matter to these men. Well, it doesn't matter enough, because no way a nigga is just casually saying free Diddy on my stream. I know that for sure. But at least with these like rich niggas, this is trivializing actual crimes. I know we're desensitized, and I know I say it a lot, but it is crazy. Puff is
If you got money, power, status, and all that, you can get away with a lot of things.
Just some guy. He was a powerful man who used his power to evade justice, and now all of a sudden I'm seeing all these black people come out the woodworks to cape for him. It's weird. Just get all these celebrities up out of here. They have no morals. But that's really all I had to say. Subscribe for more unsolicited opinions. I love you all. Y'all niggas be blessed. I'm gonna get up out of here. Bye bye.
What the freak, bro? Hide your kids, hide your wife. Diddy is coming out sooner than pause. Diddy is getting released. Pause. Diddy, he getting out of prison soon, bro.